Hello and welcome back to another episode of RimWorld. My name is Tobal, and our main group is ready to defend the base. We're getting everything set up in terms of our defenses right now. Worm, though, I actually would rather that you focus on a bit of mining, if you don't mind. We'll get to this in a bit. No big deal. So a couple things are going on now. We're going to have our new farmland over here to the east. I'm not too worried about getting it set up yet because we have about 5,000 in terms of food. We have 5,000 vegetarian meals or sources, food sources. So we're doing good on food at this point. I am going to go ahead and cancel these old growing areas, these growing zones, and I'm going to give orders to harvest everything that's currently grown. All right. What I'd like to do this episode is focus on a couple of things. One is namely getting the base expanded down to the south, so clearing out all of this area in preparation for our inevitable expanse downward. Let's remove this roof because we're going to disassemble this in a bit. I don't want this to collapse on anyone's head. Wow, wow, wow. And we're going to do a little bit more mining here. The reason I'm not mining all of this at once is because sometimes these ceiling tiles get a bit funky, and if you don't remove the ceiling tiles, they'll literally, you'll remove the ground support, and the ceiling tile will fall on your head and crush you. Not a very healthy environment to be in. So let's also set up this growing zone, or these growing zones over on this side. I think I'm going to have this large one be for corn. I don't know why, but I like that idea. Who knows? It makes no sense, really. Maybe this is satisfying my need to play Farming Simulator 2019. This episode of RimWorld is brought to you by Farming Simulator. Not really. We're going to do potato plant, rice plant. We'll do heel root, cotton, and hops. Yep. Change the back one to corn. And so, yeah, this new area is ready to go. I'm going to unhide all of these farming areas because I like to look at the normal coloration of that. Let's remove this old dumping stockpile because it's not being used, and we'll remove this stockpile too. Cool, Logan is like twitching out, trying to remove all the tiles from that. We're gonna deconstruct this little shack. Never really did get a ton of use on it. The next couple of episodes, next couple of objectives here, specifically, get this area flush with get everything mined out here, which it looks like Worm is doing at this moment. Let's have an order to build a sandstone wall here to kind of make this nice and even. Our two new recruits should be joining us pretty soon. We've got a resistance of 10 and a resistance of 1.9. So I'm going to change both of them to recruit. So as soon as their resistance is broken, we will try to recruit them. We're building our spike traps for any enemies in the area. I think Ellie and Diver are going to be a really nice addition to our group because Ellie has some medicine skill and animal skill, which is important because poor old, where'd he go? Did he already, like, leave us? Where did he go? Boxer, there he is. Boxer's about to lose some of his default tameness. So I'm hoping we can get Ellie before he completely goes off the wild end. Let's set these to allow again, by the way. Animal-wise, we really don't have... I don't really want to deal with visitors at this particular moment because it's not exactly the nicest area for anyone to come see. You know, they got a couple mega sloths here. I like breeding mega sloths or capturing mega sloths and raising them or taming them. This one is a male. This one is a female. Okay. We could capture those, tame them, I mean, and leave them over in this grassy field. I don't really like to do a lot of animal handling. I don't like to do a lot of, like, I don't like to have a huge herd, for example, because I think that for the most part these are a little bit too small. The gazelles are a bit too small, not enough meat. The ibex does are better. I'd have to find the actual stats on it. It'd be really great if we could get a couple grizzly bears to mate, and then we'd be able to have a really decent supply of meat down the road. Although it's a trade-off, right? You have to have a lot of vegetables in order to make it into hay grass, in order to feed them, you know, the appropriate item. What else is going on? Are we good on food? We've got our meals here. We've got beer getting made, which is awesome. Azazel is trying to recruit Ellie, I think, or Diver. Either or. Lower the resistance down a little bit, and that was Ellie's resistance. So Ellie's resistance has been completely broken, so the next couple of attempts will actually be recruitment attempts. Pretty busy right now. I'm pretty excited about how this is going to look. We've got the main hallway down here from our bedroom area. Does this look okay for bedrooms? I mean, you know, what we're probably going to do is have this main hallway go all the way through the base, right? And it's going to go right past the area that's got the steam geyser, etc., etc. So, or we could end it right before the steam geyser and like make this the final hallway. The final hallway. We could shift the bridge over too to make this kind of a path over. We just unlocked panoxycline production, so we can make our own medicine, I believe, pretty soon. By the way, we did actually get the... we're on the way to get blowback turrets. Sorry, what happened to all of our... Yeah, all of our technology is a little bit wonky right now. We're pretty close to gun turrets. We'll go back to the other stuff in a bit. I must have been clicking away ahead of time. Yeah, see, this is what I was worried about. A roof collapsing and basically crushing someone. So let's make sure that the remove roof setting is everywhere. Worm got a little bit of an injury, nothing too bad. He got his jaw cracked, which is kind of rough. I'm going to be very excited when Diver and Ellie join the team, because both of them, honestly, can be set to do a lot of hauling jobs and cleaning jobs, and that's what we need a lot of right now. Look at the base is an absolute mess. I need to expand the home area to include this back hallway. That way all the debris that you see here from mining gets picked up. You could set this to haul. There's nowhere really to haul it just yet, but eventually someone will come haul the chunks away once we have a proper area set. We are due for another raid. We had, you know, these two were our last raid, Diver and Ellie. So we're about due for a new group to come through and try to, you know, make us their new slaves and kill us. Very, very nice people, truly, on this planet. Lots of dead critters in this area. These mega spiders are nothing to mess around with. Ugh, ugh, creepy. Super creepy. Hope you guys are okay with the new change. We made a little bit of a change to a schedule, if you're all interested. We're doing about 2 episodes of Kenshi every day and 1 episode of RimWorld every day. I think that's going to be our major projects right now. I don't know why it said we needed a research project, so let's reset the queue. I hope that fixes it. It seems to have. But yeah, I'll probably drop in, you know, a Cataclysm episode here and there, a Stellaris here and there. I am breaking down our live stream recently into a completely separate episode, so if anyone missed the live stream on Wednesday, you will have that up on the YouTubes in the playlist to check on that. So, hopefully that's helpful. Can you recruit Ellie now, please? How about right now? Oh, Ellie's a little bit grumpy, so she actually didn't get recruited. It's a 64% chance to recruit, though. That's pretty decent. Yeah, sure, burn the grass away. We don't care. Hopefully this will be all done by the time the next enemy group comes along. So what they'll have to do, if it's a frontal assault, if they don't have any diggers, they will have to come through this little maze and then have a pretty long walk down this little hallway. And I plan to put some turrets probably right around here. I don't know the range of a turret offhand, so probably somewhere around here we'll be able to reach midway down this hallway. So when they can engage each other, there's nowhere for the enemy to hide. They'll be engaging in an open hallway against a turret that's going to be protected by sandbags. And although they might destroy that turret, we're going to put more turrets around the corner here and then some behind. So if they actually start to push forward, they'll have to go through another kill zone. I'm thinking that initially that's not going to be, that should be fine for the majority of frontal attacks. The other attacks might be from diggers. That's going to be a little bit more dangerous because they can actually breach through an area that's very narrow, such as the sandstone right here, and get right into our base. So we do have to be really, really careful about that. Okay, so Worm has dug this area out, which is exactly what I wanted. Once these fires subside, I think I'm going to try to expand the main part of the base this way. I will be using wooden walls for now. We will replace these down the road with higher quality walls. I think we'll come down to about here. We'll give a nice gap between the wall and the steam geyser. This should be burning out on its own very soon. There's nowhere else for this to go. Okay, Ellie we finally recruited Ellie. Welcome to the party. You're a little bit grumpy. Why are you grumpy? Well, I mean, you know, everything's horrible for you. I get that. So let's set up Ellie's jobs. Ellie is a doctor, so we're going to have her do the same stuff that Cyberdink is doing. So doctoring before taking care of her own needs. We're going to take everyone else off handling and give Ellie the handle animal command. We'll also have her hunt. And then after that, yeah, sure, you can make art, but only if you're done with your cleaning and hauling job. Because, oh my goodness, do we need people to haul and clean. We'll probably use Diver as the hauler, honestly, because he has even less of an, possible jobs for us. He really only is good at shooting and melee, and we will use him as another person who can recruit. So, for the most part, Diver is going to be spending most of his days hauling crap from point A to point B, which is really, really important in our base. We need a lot of stuff moved around. Alright, so this is probably the extent where we will have the new base expanded to. So I'm thinking roughly, that we're going to have, this might be an outdoor, this actually might be outside, and this might be the guest quarters or something like that, or this might be the food processing. I haven't figured it all out yet. Ellie is going on an insulting spree. She's going around and harassing Bert. I don't know why Bert in particular, but she's calling Bert's aunt a grasshopper, which is obviously a very hurtful insult to Bert because he had a pet grasshopper and he doesn't appreciate the comparison. That's pretty rough. Are you insulted? Oh yeah, you're just getting like a non-stop you're getting a non-stop stream of negative moodlets. This could lead to a oh nice. Bert has had enough of Ellie's shit and is gonna beat the crap out of her. You know what? Hey, we're gonna let them take their anger out on each other. Don't use your bow. Okay, they've all decided to stop fighting. Ellie's gonna clean up all the blood now. Bert's probably gonna go take a nap. Sounds great. Oh, that little insulting spree there. We've got a couple people who don't have clothing. Why don't we give ourselves an order to make some... Just for the moment, we're gonna do pants and shirts. I don't think we really need the nicer level of clothing, you know what I mean? Like I don't think we need that yet. Let's make about 5 pants. Now this is the cool thing you can do with some of these advanced orders. You can basically say, I want you to have 5 pants. I want you to count the things that we have equipped. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll have 8 people. So I want you to have at least 8 pants at all times. However, I want them to be at least 51 to 100% hit points. And I want them to be at least normal or above. Which one did I pick here? Oh, this is actually the resources. 0 to 100% hit points in the resource. I don't think that matters too much. Maybe it goes into the final product. We want the clothing to be this good quality. Look everywhere. Okay. So what this is saying is I want you to make 8 button-down shirts. Or I want you to always have 8 button-down shirts that are above 50% quality, and they're either normal or legendary. Sorry, they're above 50% hit points, and they're made of either normal through legendary quality. If you don't have that, I want you to make new ones. So currently, it looks like everyone's clothing is below our current requirements, if we're counting the ones that are equipped as well. Pause when satisfied. Unpause at... Oh, that's kind of cool. Unpause at... I guess unpause at 7, right? Isn't that what we want to have at all times? I guess we'll unpause at 5. That makes sense that, you don't have to always go back to making clothes as soon as they hit 50%. Any worker, take to the best stockpile. That's cool. Okay, so we're gonna... I wish you could... Can you copy settings? Copy to the clipboard. Can I paste it in here? Can I change... Like, I like all these preset settings. Dang, it's set to this. Button-down shirt still. Is there any way we can apply that to the pants? Nah, not really, it looks like. That's fine, we'll do the same thing. Count equipped. 8 decent quality pants. And pause when satisfied, go down to about 5 to restart it. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that's what we're on. So everyone has decent pants, it looks like, but everyone's shirts are all torn to crap. Or actually, no one's wearing button-downs except for Azazel, it looks like. Azazel's wearing a button-down shirt. Everyone else has a t-shirt or something else on. T-shirt, t-shirt. Ellie's button-down shirt is of poor quality. So that's how that filter goes. It's really nice to keep that percentage high because that way your characters will automatically switch out their clothes, I believe. And I think you can even do a clothing, like an outfit thing here. Yeah. So we can set the outfit to be, we always want them to wear clothes that are above 51% and good quality or normal quality. We don't want to do that now because if that calculation fits, like if they actually don't have good quality clothes, they'll just run around naked instead. So I'd rather them have tattered clothes than be running around naked. Alright, did we remove the roofs off of all these areas? You can't remove thick roofs. Well, this is gonna suck because this is gonna come collapsing down on you. Eh, things happen. Hopefully Worm is really quick on his feet. We also need to remove all of this ground at some point too. I guess I'll wait till the plants are harvested and caught up. Who's having trouble with farming? Who's our farmer here? Adamir is also doing what? Social... I mean, that's a lot of plant cutting to deal with. Could we maybe give him a little help? I really don't want anyone else being taken away from their job, though. Alright, we're very close to getting gun turrets unlocked. I like that he was just out on a walk, and he happened to be near some wood, so we decided to drop off some wood. Let's watch Adamir for a bit. Why are you gathering stuff, Adamir? You are actually set on 2 for hauling. Everyone else has a custom, like it's a unique setting. They're basically set to... everyone else is set to 7, but everyone has the fill fermenting barrels at 2. So something got screwed up. That's why Adamir's not been doing anything with plants for a while. Okay, well, that's my bad. I should have paid attention to that. Ellie's pretty grumpy. I don't know if I can do much about Ellie right now. She's in a lot of pain. Why are you in a lot of pain? Oh, you just got the crap beat out of you. We've also got... 8 without a table, unsightly environment. You know, I mean, yeah, that kind of sucks, but it is the way it is. So hopefully she can clean things up and make things a little bit better for us. How close is Diver to getting finished and recruited? Fairly close. We're getting there. We're making it happen, guys. We're getting very, very close here. Ellie, aren't you a good hunter? Did we say you're going to be a hunter or no? You do have decent skill. Why don't we have Logan? Let's see, who has a... Yeah, Logan, I'll tell you what. Why don't you drop your weapon? And we'll have Ellie pick that up. Hopefully she won't use it in a insulting spree or anything like that. And Azazel, why don't you swap out your gun with the heavy SMG? Because that's kind of hard to... You don't want, you don't want people to shoot each other too often, right? You want to make sure these shots are accurate, and I think Azazel's one of our best shots. We have a couple of... Okay, there you go. Cyberdynk's starting to do a little bit more harvesting now, or butchering. I do want to make sure the butcher job is of higher priority here. So if we're looking at Cyberdink, let's set the butcher job 1 notch before the rest of the cooking job, so that way he always butchers before he does any other food processing. Alright, Adamir is on task now again, trying to plant everything in the new area. We're getting there. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we're definitely making progress. We're almost done with automatic turrets soon. Gun turrets. After gun turrets, I think I want to drop... I know it's not very important, but I want to drop carpet making in here, because carpet making can really make your area look really nice. On the idea of carpets, Can I also drop this doormat? Doormats will try to gather any dirt that it doesn't always happen. There's like a higher percentage chance that your pawn will drop the dirt it's got on them into this area. So it's all in one spot as opposed to, like, see how dirt is being tracked everywhere in this building right now. So hopefully Ellie only has to go one place to get that. Oh, I'm sorry, Ellie, you have to sleep on the floor. I feel bad about that. We could try to add a couple beds in here. Not exactly the nicest little homes. It will be nice down the road, you know, we'll make it nice and pretty, but at the moment, yeah, not exactly a place I'd call home. A psychic soothe is happening, which is nice. Is it male or is it everyone? Male, all the males are having a psychic soothe, so there's some kind of pleasurable psychic emanation happening across the planet right now, or in our particular region. Oh, that's some nice gold just hanging out right here. Let's give that an order to dig out at some point. Would not go awry or amiss. We're almost done expanding this area. Once these plants get harvested or cut, I will try to have them, this area cleaned up. We'll continue to expand our base. There's got to be like a combination. We need to start moving people into the bedrooms up here, and then we can take everything down around here and readjust it. So there will be a little period where I have to mess with everyone's job, probably to have them all hauling and helping to build and things like that. We have enough wood? Yeah, we do. We've got tons and tons of wood in storage right now. Excellent, excellent. Made a masterwork doormat. Very nice. Such a cute little game. I mean, even though there's a threat of, you know, an imminent invasion happening as well, looming over us, it's still kind of chill. It's a little bit relaxing. Oh crap! Until that happens, I just realized I completely blocked off the wind turbines. Let's put. We still have half a charge here, so I think we're okay. Let's put the wind turbines up over here. I'll drop 3 of them. I will deconstruct these 2. I'll also deconstruct the existing power network here. I've already dropped a waterproof conduit across the river, so I'm just going to connect all these to the main line here. Why don't we temporarily add a door as well, so people don't have to walk all the way down to the south to get out of the compound. Crap, can I even get out of the compound right now? I have to go all the way up here to do it. Whoops, my bad. Alright, we'll clean this up down the road. A lot of this is temporary. We are working on getting everything nice and evened out here. But I do feel like this area is ours now. You know, we've walled stuff off. We're starting to take ownership of the area. I feel a little bit more comfortable. Ellie is not going to be pleased about sleeping inside of a dirt pit by any means. We could try to run power through here. I mean, eventually we're going to need power in here anyways. So I guess we could try to temporarily drop some, you know, ceiling lights here. Oh, so ugly. There, I think there is fine, and there. Lots of steel. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna have them actually chunk this wall down. Maybe. Bert has an expired inspiration for surgery. If anyone wants to have a surgery, the success chance is doubled for the next, what? 8 days. Does anyone want to have a leg chopped off? I don't think we can do anything about it unless we manage to find something useful. Gun turrets. Do we have anything going on in the world? If I click this, it's going to take a second to load the world. I think it's a small planet, so I don't have to generate the full thing. Okay, so this is where we are. New Eden right here. We've not had a lot of intel yet, though. And I assume that's because we've not had too much interaction with other factions yet. So we don't know of anything going on. Sometimes people will call you, tell you that there's, you know, hey, I need help. I'm over here. Help me, what have you. So we've not heard a ton yet. Maybe we'll get more information soon. We finished turrets, by the way. I don't think I caught that. So where do we want to have our turrets at? So this is the range. So the far right side over here, where this little line is, do you see how that little white circle? This is the range at which the turret will engage. So if I put it roughly here, to put 3 in a row, that means that when the turrets engage, the enemies should be caught in the middle of this hallway. They can't hide behind anything once the trees are cut down. We'll also put some turrets here, and we'll put some turrets behind as well. So we also need to run power over to the turret area. We'll just do something like this. And we'll connect it into the main line. And I'll also drop down a power switch, so we can turn the turrets off, as it's not a constant drain on our resources. Ellie, you kind of suck. I don't know if you're having some trouble with this, but you kind of suck at hunting. There we go. Had a lot of trouble with that one. Oh, we can't actually pull... I don't think we can do anything with this because it's almost like it's in a mountain. Is that the case? Isn't that how this works? Mildly annoying if that happens to be a pillar that we can't do anything with. Maybe we can smooth it down the road. Let's finish off the outside of the base here. And now I can probably start thinking about how do we want to design the interior of this base. I would love for all these to be harvested and out of the way, though. Well, soon. Diver, are you about ready to get recruited? Holy crap, we could use somebody. Hey, nice. Okay, cool. That's all I had to do was take a look at them. Let's go over to Diver's jobs. Diver's going to be 1 on everything that's the simple stuff. We call that just the default stuff. We'll also give them a nice priority for Warden and Negotiation. Everyone else has everything else taken care of. I want you to haul. That's all I want you to do is haul. Your life is all about hauling things from point A to point B. Ellie should be cleaning this zone up at some point fairly soon, so hopefully this will look less and less crappy down the road. We do need a couple more bedrooms dug out, and then we'll be able to start moving people from this area to the next area. Can I give everyone else I'll tell you what, let's have Diver help out with plant cutting too. And we'll also do Ellie. I want to get rid of these. We need to get rid of these other crops that are here at some point. Is this going to drop another piece of tile? Okay, so apparently we're never going to be able to get rid of this singular area because it's like it's a high roof or a mountainside above us or something. Can I smooth it out? I can't. Well, such is life. That's part of our new pillar. This will just be at the central part of this room. In fact, because everything requires symmetry, it's 8 away from this wall, 10 away from this wall. So if it was 10 away from this, so it's 9 gap, 10 to the wall. So something like right there. And then 8 up, right? 8 to the wall. Cool. Could this be one of our first crafting rooms in here? Where's the main hallways coming all the way down like this, right? So yeah, sure, we can make a couple rooms like that, 3 by 3, something like this. I have no idea what we're gonna put in here just yet. I'm mostly just dropping things for fun, seeing what we can come up with. And we could split these. Oh, how are we gonna get into this room if that's all blocked off? Yeah, okay, so maybe I don't think about these things all that much. Alright, we'll cancel these orders for the moment. I don't know if I want to bother even harvesting them anymore, or if we just want to drop them and cut them. Let's just do cut plants for here. It should make things a little bit faster, and then we can start getting to ripping up the soil and getting to an area that we want to be building in. How do we want to have our food production when this is all said and done? And again, I'm basing everything off of this plan to have like kind of a 3-wide hallway going through the entire center. So people will come down the center, they'll go over here to get to the farmland. I'll probably go ahead and put an order to add a new bridge here. This is actually going to be a really big crafting area. cool. Our southern area is done in terms of our defenses. I would like to get more turrets up. Let's add the sandbags in front here for a little bit of defense on the sandbag side. It should protect them from a couple shots here and there. We will uncheck these rooms for prisoners, so hopefully our guests, our normal citizens can use these 2 rooms. Bert has almost finished the bedrooms. Actually, we have 8 people, right? So this will be, yeah, these will be the finished bedrooms. So we can probably start doing things like adding furniture here. Furniture, flip the bed around, do a little bit of a mirror image. We can also add in some walls. We do have, you know, some of the areas have been kind of built through. Again, far from being finished or where we want to be, but it'll work temporarily until we get everything the way we want it, which is going to be really nice. So this should be 8 bedrooms. Once that's done, I'll tell you what, let's also make an entrance here. And let's take a look at our research tree. What else do we want to do for research? We've got carpet making on the way. I think I want to do auto doors. That speeds everything up a little bit. Medicine production would be nice. On that note, we did actually get, that's right, we did get penoxycline production. Let's also grab flak armor. Do we want to do mortars? Mortars are kind of expensive, and you need a lot of things to get the ammunition made. Let's grab biofuel refining on that note. We could do a water mill generator. Those actually look kind of nice. Yeah, we'll try to see if we can fit one in somewhere to make it a nice, pleasing aesthetic. IEDs would be absolutely brutal, but again, that costs ammunition to make those, so I don't really think we need to make them yet. Let's put this in here for now, and we'll come back to this list in a bit. Let's watch someone tomorrow. Make sure that they're doing the jobs that we have in mind here. Ellie is doctoring, handling, and then cleaning, right? That's really what she should be doing. She should be helping out with some of the cutting, though. So maybe we can get this taken care of soon. I'll tell you what, why don't we put everyone on plant cut? I've been putting this off for so long. Let's just get this done and out of the way, and then we can move on with the rest of our lives here. So everyone's going to go crazy cutting for a bit. With everyone doing it, it should only take a little bit of time. Oh, this is brutal. 3 colonists have gotten sick from gutworms. Okay. How bad is gutworms? Gutworms does... It increases your hunger rate. It gives you a good amount of pain. I think you eventually have an immunity to it. So, are people going to treat... Yeah, they're going to treat each other. I'm hoping we're not doing a bad thing by treating them with herbal medicine instead of real medicine. Is it an immunity do you get? I think it's just I think it's a long-term thing. Hey, what can... medicine. Do we have a medicine table somewhere here? Drug lab, I think, will let us make what I'm trying to think of. We're really running out of space, unfortunately. Can I get somebody to... Who's a construction person? Who is Bob the Builder? Okay, you got construction. Can you rush the wooden drug lab? I want to see if we can... That's gross. Just makes you puke occasionally, no big deal. Ellie's having a close to a break risk, which is going to be kind of a problem. In the drug lab, can we make the healthy drugs? So, yeah, penoxycline does what? It prevents infections like malaria, sleeping sickness, and the plague. Okay, it doesn't do anything for... It looks like it doesn't do anything for the gut worm thing. So I guess we don't have to worry about that at the moment. Fair enough. No big deal. No big deal there. We are due for some kind of an event very soon. Whether it's going to be... Well, there we go. There's our event. We've got a caravan from the League of Colon. A shaman merchant. That'll be interesting. I don't know what shaman merchants offer you. Maybe like smoke leaf and things like that. Where's our car dealer? Our spaceship salesman. Alright, Adnamir, why don't you go chat with our lovely guest here and see what they've got to offer. Some cobras. An ostrich. They would buy Boxer for 250 silver. Oh, can we get rid of anything? We can sell our beer. Why don't we sell... I'll tell you what, let's sell like 50 beer. Are we buying? That would be buying beer? No, we are selling beer. So let's do 50 beer just to make ourselves a bit of money. It would be nice to have the shock lance or the animal pulsar or anything like that, but for the moment we're going to skip all that. I think we're okay. We could buy some more neutromine, but I believe we have enough to make whatever we need. And that'll be that. So we'll just do that, and we'll have Adamir grab that silver. Where is the silver? Did somebody already grab it? There it is. Okay, so everyone's got that cutting job. That went very quickly. We've got all these old farms. Who the crap is fighting right now? You guys want to calm down, please? All right, let's also pick up the floor. We're gonna basically undo the soil tilling here, because this is going to be eventually normal floor space. This is going to be like a wooden floor or something like that. So we're getting there. Oh, and how about that? We're getting raided. Somebody is attacking immediately. A group of outlanders. This might hurt a bit. We've got shotguns, pistols, SMGs. They are outside the base. I don't think they are... I don't believe they are sappers. So we're going to pull everybody in the base. Unfortunately, we did not get any of the turrets up. However, we do have our traps in place. Is anyone else in a bad spot? Not really. Oh, I really wish you would have just gone through the damn pathway, Logan. I think you're going to be able to get in and out before they get to you. Cool. So, in case anyone survives, let's put... Who's got the SMG? Azazel. Azazel, I want you here. I guess everyone else is... we'll put Bert down here. Worm over here. Bert over here. People are... Crap, they're beating on the damn door. Sammy's gonna die immediately. Shoot, I wasn't expecting that. Let's pull Worm... Let's put Worm inside the tunnel. And we'll try to get some people up closer. Cyberdink is gonna need to be a little bit closer because of the pistol. Azazel should be racking out with the SMG here. You know what, Worm? Why don't you try to go in here? Fake him out a bit. I think they're coming after him. So let's attack him now. Melee attack this guy. It's gonna suck. Oh, shotgun. He missed it somehow. Nice. Okay, so we killed the guy with the shotgun. That was probably the most dangerous one. I wasn't paying attention up here. I think we're okay, though. A couple shots, it looks like. Nobody in serious critical danger. Ellie's just really pissed about life because she's got gutworms and she's trying to fight for her life. Okay, we'll what is it called? We'll forbid some of these weapons here. These folks will get buried, as they should, although we're almost out of grave space. I probably will look at getting the mass grave mod or the incineration mod soon, since we're hitting that point. Let's add a couple more grave sites here. We'll fill all the space outside of the wall with this. Sammy, you're not dead. What you thinking? What do you like? You are a jealous brawler night owl. You have social skill. Yeah, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't really need you. We don't really have the room for you either. Like, I wouldn't mind even taking care of him and letting him go just to get a little bit of... You know what? I guess we do. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. We'll make the whole room prisoners, and we'll make one of the beds medical. And let's give somebody an order to capture Sammy. And once we have him back in the base, we'll treat him, and then we'll release him. As a sign of goodwill, to basically say, look, we know you guys are trying to, like, be all hoorah, whatever, but we can kill you guys anytime we want. So I'm going to release him. As soon as he's all healed up, he'll be released. He might not even make it. Oh, just kidding. He's about to die, like, right the hell now. Oh, nice knowing you, Sammy. Well, whoops. Maybe might have needed to take a better look at that. Can we haul you somewhere else, please? Just out of sight, out of mind. Thank you. Of course, I used Ellie to do that. The worst person in the world. She observed 3 corpses. She's drowsy, hungry, sick, darkness, slept. She's so pissed off. Oh, she also got shot by something. Ellie's having a really rough time since joining us, you guys. I think she's starting to realize her life would have been a little bit better where she was. Let's take the plant cut job back to normal. We'll leave it pretty high for Adnamare. Is everyone else good? I think so. What are you up to, Azazel? Essential colony management at the workbench. Wonderful. We should hopefully be getting back on track. That raid should, you know, push away for a while. We should have at least a couple of minutes of freedom. I hope. I also want to keep building out this wall here. I know it looks really weird. I have to do it one tile at a time so that our builder doesn't get stuck and get locked in here. You guys probably just want to leave. We don't really have a lot going on for you right now. These fucking snake. What are these snakes doing in our building? Get out of here. There's too many snakes in this colony. Alright, birds healed up. That wasn't a bad fight, and we did get some decent weapons out of that. Now we have a good mix. I think everyone at this point should be able to have a firearm, whether it's a shotgun, pistol. Somebody had an SMG, so SMGs aren't terrible either. They did completely tear down this door. Hey, we can make carpet now. Wonderful. I'll add in a new wall here, wooden wall. Let's set a job for carpet installation, because people are already fairly grumbly about the fact that everything looks like garbage. Ooh, steel grating. How does this look? Beauty of -1, while carpet looks like what? A beauty of 2. Yeah, we don't want to make anyone grumpy about it. We'll keep their bedrooms nice and pretty. Maybe we'll put the steel grating in the center of the hallway, so that we don't have to worry about cleanliness as much. We do have a lot of steel, I think. Do we? Where's our steel stockpile? We're at 107, that's it. Alright, we'll probably need to dig out more down the road. Yeah, Ellie is just super, super not happy. I'm gonna refuse visitors until I have beds, actually. We don't have enough going on yet to entertain guests. Let's also give an order to remove the other bridge that's next door to the main one. Is it 3 wide? How big is this? 3 by... Yeah, so let's remove this extra line here. Power. Did our power situation ever get handled? Kind of. Let's chop down some trees that are in the way. We have a mad gazelle that probably got pissed from hunting. I'm gonna let... Oh, actually just turned mad out of nowhere. Cyberdank, you better run. You better run, Cyberdank. You're gonna have to defend yourself. Hopefully you get a decent headshot in here. Nice. One more shot. Nice job. Well done. I'm proud of you. You know what? Did we have the mod for... maybe I didn't enable it. I did download the mod for run and gun and for the sidearms mod as well. So I'll try to have those enabled by next episode, guys. I think those would add a little bit of interesting things to our gameplay. But yeah, so as it stands, we're doing fairly well. We've got our food production getting back on track. We've got the base expanding to the south. We're trying desperately to get everyone indoors, up into the mountain, everything in a nice clean area. Unfortunately, Ellie's just having a rough time of everything in life. She is starting to clean back towards this area, though, so hopefully over the next couple of days, she'll take care of all of the new bedrooms. We will eventually get our carpeted installed, and then we'll focus on moving everyone out of the living areas, up into the new bedrooms, and then we'll rearrange everything in base. So that's going to be an interesting episode. Lots of noises and construction going on. Hey, we finally have our first request, by the way. They want some t-shirts. They actually want 17 normal quality t-shirts, and they would give us an advanced bionic ear. Oh my. This might happen. 17 normal quality t-shirts for an advanced bionic ear, an incendiary launcher, and a pila. Yeah, I think that actually might be a thing. So before we end this episode, let's go ahead and set up. We're going to suspend these 2 jobs. I'm going to say, what do we need to make this, by the way? We need... Can I tell what it requires? 40 times ingredients. So let's do t-shirt. Let's do, what did he say for that? 18 or something? Let's look back at the history. 17 normal quality t-shirts. Okay. Some of these are going to come out bad, probably. So I guess we'll just have to see. Yeah, we'll let that roll. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. Is it any material, by the way? Or did it have to be cloth? Did I miss that part? Normal quality. We have a lot of cloth, though, so I think I'm going to have this get made out of that. We have 1370 cloth, so I'm going to clear everything and only allow it to be made out of cloth. Okay, so maybe next episode we'll try to make somebody do their crafting. Unfortunately, it's Logan, and Logan has a lot going on right now. But maybe we can adjust things just a bit, where Logan can focus on doing a little bit of tailoring this episode, and maybe we'll have somebody else step up to do some of the construction, like maybe Worm, who doesn't quite need to dig as much anymore. We'll see if that works out. Thank you all so much for joining me for this episode of RimWorld, and I do hope you're enjoying our new Eden colony. Thank you all so much for joining me. I do hope you take care, and until the next episode, be well, and I'll see you soon.